everyone, welcome to a extra special edition of Casual Fridays with Mud&Steel.
We were lucky enough this week to land an interview with Don Imus.
The infamous Don Imus.
He's fresh off of firing, fresh off of humiliation, and he's fresh on our show.
Let's jump right in. Let's just ask the question everyone else is thinking. Don, what were you thinking?
What was I thinking? I was thinking they're ugly. They're really ugly. I met with them yesterday, and yeah, in person they're just as ugly.
But Don, wouldn't you say they're a pretty good basketball team nonetheless, regardless of what they look like?
Yeah, I mean, seriously ugly. You know, talking like fell out of the ugly tree and possibly hit every branch on the way down, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, moving right along, what do you think of the Reverend Al Sharpton?
Reverend? I didn't know he was a reverend. You know, I had heard rumors, and I asked him. I said, you know, Mr. Sharpton, I'd like to see your reverend badge. You know, and he refused to show me. I don't know why they had to bring a reverend on me. You know, I didn't even say anything about God, and quite frankly, I think Jesus. I've seen pictures of him, and he's got nice hair. You know, I mean, speak frankly, you know, he does. I think he uses probably some good products.
Now, Don, now that you're unemployed, what are you up to lately?
Well, you know, not really thinking too far in the future right now. I've been doing a lot of these interviews, such as the Mud&Steel here. Except for tomorrow, I'm lining up a good golf time with Michael Richards. Good guy there. He's been nothing but supportive through this whole ordeal. Also, I contacted Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Brothers, and they're looking to hook me up with a young man that I can spend some time with.
Now, what do you mean by spending time with little boys?
Well, nothing gay. Let's not start that, okay? All I meant was, you know, maybe be a good influence on, you know, hopefully take them play a little, you know, b-ball right there. Maybe the Rutgers women could give them a little pointers, you know, now that I got, you know, a little access to them, I guess, you know.
Now, speaking of the meeting with the Rutgers women, how did that go last night?
Well, you know, it went pretty well. They said they'd forgive me. One condition. I was going to have to end up shaving my head, and well, I followed through with that and told them I'd do it. Then afterwards, they asked if they could draw on my head, and I let them do that too, you know, if it helps smooth things out. I'd show it to you right now, but quite frankly, it's a little vulgar.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. I'd like to thank Don for coming on the show. And Don, do you have any closing statements that you'd like to say for our audience?
I just want to thank you for having me on your show. I appreciate the questions. Also, I'd like to put in a plug for my wife. She's having a book come out in the next couple months. It's called My Life with a Racist, Sexist Pig. Apparently I'm in it. Hey, give me my hat back. It's not funny.